Today we're going to be running a total of 8 sweepers, but we're also running a creature that unlocks a little bit of a cheat code with those sweepers, allowing those sweepers to deal damage directly to the opponent's face. That's right, everybody. You guessed it. We are talking about Phyrexian Vindicator. Now, if you guys don't know, Phyrexian Vindicator is a 5/5 creature that doesn't necessarily have indestructibility, but it prevents any damage done to it, turns that damage into a fireball, and you can throw that fireball at any target you would like. It's a really interesting card, especially ran with these 8 sweepers we have here today. A full playset of Burn Down a House of Brotherhood's End to constantly keep sweeping the board from any other threats the opponent might play. And with Vindicator on the board, it will prevent that damage from hitting itself, and it will turn that into a fireball you can then throw at the opponent's face, which is really, really nice. And then we have some other really useful cards like Abrade and Rendering Flame that deal damage to target creatures or destroying artifacts. But if they, all else fails, we can throw those fireballs at Phyrexian Vindicator if there's no other targets to then deal extra damage to the opponent, hopefully winning the game. Same sort of idea with Koth. Koth -3 can deal damage to certain target based on a number of, mountains that you have, and we can throw that fireball right at the Vindicator if there are no other targets, and then we can go ahead and deal that damage right to the opponent's face. And if all else fails, we are a bombardment deck in the late game that can replay things like Burn Down the House repeatedly to cast multiple devils to win the game. So it's a really fun deck. It's a very creative and fun way to play the Vindicator and utilize its ability. I'm sure you're gonna have fun with this one, but if you guys don't already know, we post videos 5 days a week, so be sure, if you guys enjoy content just like this, if you wouldn't mind liking, subscribing, and all that stuff helps out so very much. And yeah, enjoy the video, and we'll see you guys back here at the end. Peace out. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today we're playing some Boros Vindicator. Now, Vindicator is a card we played last week and had some fun with. Someone in my chat though had mentioned they tried this card with a handful of sweepers like Brotherhood's End and Burn Down a House. I thought that was such a cool and interesting idea. I had to try it myself. They get to go first. I mean, this could be really bad. It's a 2-lander, right? All right, let's get rid of this. Yeah, I don't love that, but it's all good. Hopefully we can find a bank buster to get some more card advantage, but we'll see. Mono red. Okay, so we got a pretty good matchup, I think, here against mono red. I'm sorry, not mono red, mono white. I'm so used to seeing mono red, it just spews out of my mouth these days. That's not mono red. All right, let's destroy that. Actually, I like that. Let's destroy that. Let the adversary hit us for 3. Let them gain their life. We'll abrade it next turn, and we'll say go. Welcoming Vampire, huh? Okay, we're gonna take care of this. We're just gonna keep picking them apart one creature at a time. So next up we deal with the Vampire. Let's not use the rendering flame if we don't have to. It deals up to 5 damage to a creature, which is really good. So we'll wait for a much bigger body. Rabble rousing. Okay, that's an enchantment we want to blow up as well. So another destroy evil would not be a terrible thing here. All right, we're struggling here to find any sort of non-land related cards. All right, what is coming down now? I would imagine something pretty scary. It's another Welcoming Vampire, which is annoying for sure, because that draws them cards. Let's get the bank buster down. Attack in. All right, so we're getting card advantage. Hopefully they're not. We took care of both of their Welcoming Vampires, which is, I'm assuming, their main source of card advantage. Bank buster's online, so feeling good there. Not feeling good about the lands that we keep top decking though. We're pretty good and set on lands here, so we could find something else. All right, the opponent scoops it up. That's unfortunate, because if they only knew we were struggling just as bad as them, we were both in a bit of a flood there, weren't we? But I mean, answer after answer after answer. That was good game for us, so we'll take it. All right, that wasn't the best scenario in the world, but we still got the W and feels pretty good. So that was nice. We'll keep this one. We got the Phyrexian Vindicator here. We got some answers early on, hopefully to build up to it. And another Braid isn't bad. Okay, we have a Bant deck that's going to do some self-milling here, and they're going to put a permanent card back into their hand here, right? Non-land, non-creature. Ooh, a Planeswalker. Solid. All right, we're gonna not blow this up at the moment. We're just gonna let it be. It's an 0-3, not doing too much harm to us. Wedding announcement. Now that's a card. They do leave themselves kind of exposed here, being tapped down, meaning that we can play our Vindicator pretty safely here, but we are open to exiling effects when it comes to these colors. So I'm not super excited that this is going to stick around, but we'll see. We'll see. I have a great sweeper in hand though next turn potentially. All right, if that's their only play this turn, I like it. I do like it. All right, and then we can follow this up with like a bombardment. That's so good. All right, we sweep up the board here. We deal the oh man, they wanted nothing to do with that at all. And we were in a tricky spot there though for an attack, because I mean obviously getting in for another 5 feels good, but they had a Wandering Emperor which could have exiled this, so I would have had to leave this back. But holy cow, that's crazy. Well, that was brutal for the opponents. I feel their pain, man. That was brutal. That was a yikes. That was a big yikes moment. That's what that was. All right, the opponent gets to go first. I have a pretty solid starting hand here, so I'm going to keep this all day. All day. Anytime we get the Bank Buster in the opening hand, I think it's a solid keep. That's the only thing this deck feels like it kind of struggles with, is card advantage. So whenever you get those Bank Busters, it's really the only way to fix that. So, all right, we get to see a Might come down turn 1, which means Toxic Selesnya. So we got to get to this ASAP before we get completely ran over by these poison counters. Going second didn't really help, did it? Destroy Evil, not going to be that much help here unless they play the Skrell's Hive. That's going to be the one card that this can take care of. Everything else is kind of small bodies that just look to poison you out. I guess Bloated Contaminator is a problem too. Like that we can't really hit, which is a bummer. And it has Toxic too, so it's a huge bummer. Oh, that's a huge find right there though. Clutch. Absolutely clutch. Really surprised they didn't attack us with the Hive or the Skrelv there. I would assume they're just leaving it back to protect their Stinger from any sort of spells from us, but... Alright, now they swing freely. Taking us up to 3 Toxic already. No other plays from the opponent. Wow. I mean, we'll take it. Missed a 3rd land drop, kept the 2-lander, huh? Banking on their little guys to get there. They may have some hexproof here though. It looks like they may have the yeah, Tyvar stand. Okay, I've been seeing a lot of that lately. That Tyvar stand, it's pretty solid. They have another one? Really? Wow, they get down their 1 and 2 drops here, and then they just full send on protecting them, huh? Okay. Okay. If that's your game plan, I'll take it, I guess. I got the Vindicator coming down next turn, so I got some good blocks building up. And then if I could just survive one more turn after that, that's all it's going to take. But we are at 5 Toxic, so who knows? This is anybody's game right now. Anybody's game at the moment. So if they do have their 3rd land drop here, we could be in a lot of trouble. There is stuff that exiles, but I think it's only creatures with mana value 3 or less. So maybe we're not in trouble. Maybe we're not. But anytime they run white, we're always susceptible to that exiling and whatnot. So, all right, looks like they're just gonna protect the Singer here and get in for 3 Toxic, getting us down to 8, which is totally fine. As long as they're not proliferating anytime soon, I guess that's fine. Because we can hold them at 8 here, I think. It all comes down to whether or not they have a boatload more protection spells. Which, that tells me they probably don't. Alright, my turn. Alright, let's have some fun. Let's have some fun, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take them down. And there's the scoop. Man, people really hate that combo, don't they? Oh, they can't stand the Phyrexian Vindicator with that burn down the house. That is just their worst nightmare, apparently. All right, man, solid game, dude. We're cruising right now. I will say this, and I will give credit to Selesnya Poison. It's a very good deck right now, and we We got a little lucky there. Like I said, they only had 2 lands the whole time, but I can see why they kept the 2 land hand with the Skrelv and then, you know, their 2 drops that they had, plus all the protection. They almost had us. Like, it was a pretty good curve out for only having 2 mana, but as long as we survive long enough to get to that combo, we're in a really good spot. I'm really struggling with this hand on whether or not to keep, but I think we do. I think we do because we could, you know, we have 3 playables potentially. Got the double red. But Wandering Emperor is going to be the one that's up in the air at the moment. No indicators from the opponent really what they're playing. With a hand like this though, I'm feeling pretty confident. Just waiting on them. But I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Thanks for watching today's video, man. I do appreciate it very, very much. It means the world to me, man. These videos have been doing so well lately, and you know, that's obviously thanks to you guys for watching. So if you're watching right now, appreciate you, man. They see the red land, they're probably like, oh god, mono red, but nope, it's not what we are. And they find out pretty quickly there with that duress. Esper colors with the duress, huh? Not too sure what to think about this. Not too sure. And it's a wedding announcement. They leave the destroy evil in hand here with the wedding announcement coming down. Kind of odd that they left that there. That's what I would have probably taken if that was my play line. Ooh, feels bad, man. Feels bad, man. Feels Batman. All right, well, that's unfortunate. We missed land drops going into turn 4, which is absurd. And then what's more absurd is they find just as many wedding announcements as we do lands. Oh, what a nightmare. Okay. I'm living my nightmare. Okay, they used the Sunset Revelry just to draw some cards. Seems like low value, but I'll take it. All right, we find a land. Let's go. And let's go make sure we find that final land before... Well... Do you want to really risk it for the biscuit here? Actually, I kind of do. Well, no, let's go find the land. Give me that plains. If I have to force it out, I'll force it out. I don't need another land on top right now because we don't need 2 lands this next turn, just the 1. And then we'll go with like a burn down the house, I'm sure here. Hopefully they commit more to the board like a Shieldred or like a Rafine, but probably not. Yep, probably not. I do like that we drew the Brotherhood's End here. That's pretty smooth. Pretty smooth. No counter magic. That was good. That was kind of a testing the water situation there with that spell, and it resolved immediately. So no counter spell from the opponent here. No make disappears. No negates. So I'm feeling pretty comfortable with this coming down. Let's go. Clutch. That is going to be the key to our victory too, because now all we got to do is continuously spam these burn down the houses on the devil side, and we can win this game easily. Okay, we just lost the game. Oh, Magic. Your ups and downs will never surprise me. They'll never cease to surprise me. I went from winning this game to losing it like that. That's the beauty of Farewell, huh? That's the magic of that card. Craziness, man. I'm not gonna go down without a fight, though. Not going down without a fight, so let's keep it coming. Keep the damage going. Unbelievable. Farewell. Ugh, Farewell is the worst. The worst. That card is ridiculous. All right, and the Brotherhood's End, huh? I mean, there's nothing we can really do here other than keep on attacking. We were set up, man. Oh, we had the bombardment, we had the burn down the houses that we're gonna continuously keep, you know, revolving over and over again. That is sad. Sad, sad day. There goes my devil.
You're coming with me.
This only hits creatures too, huh? All right, let's try to get this thing alted. Maybe that's a good way we can go about this. That's another alternate win con of sorts. So if we do plan on alting the Koth, or trying to at least, let's hold on to the mountains because they can become a big source of damage for us. So let's just wait and kind of collect these. Collect them like they're Pokemon cards. You know what I'm saying?
Keep your eyes sharp.
I do wish this hit Planeswalkers. Had me a little befuddled there for a second. Dude, that farewell though. Unbelievable.
Out of my way.
Okay. Take you out. Take you out. It looks like their plan here is to try to stop the Koth through attacking with creatures, which is why I'm double abrading here, because I need Koth to just be able to plus here and get us going. Man, that's a bummer. That's a bummer. Do we think we can get like another abrade sort of effect here off of this, or like a rendering flame? No. What a nightmare. Okay, well, I have to do this because it's either take 4 from the double striker, or we take, you know, 3 from our own Brotherhood's end there. So we take the 3 off of Koth. A little bit of a bummer, but we can still ult the Koth here if we plus it one more time, assuming they don't have other threats to put down.
On the edge of your blade.
All right, proliferate, draw a card. They take 1 damage. They're down to 11. I mean, the chance is still there. It's just very, very small. There goes my Koth. The chances just went a lot smaller. And that's unfortunately gonna do it, I think. All right, we take out... Yeah, that's a bummer. That's a bummer. Let's see what our last card here off the Bank Buster is. I'm just curious, and then we'll concede. Kaya comes down. Kaya's gonna start plussing, which immediately starts dealing more damage. There's a 2/2. So this was just a big Planeswalker Esper list here that was trying to, you know, take advantage of things like Farewells or Sweeper because it doesn't hit Planeswalkers. What a hit it had too, man. What a hit it had. That's probably got to be our worst. Well, no, it's probably not our worst matchup, but counter spells would be pretty brutal. I already know I lost. I'm just curiosity wants to see what card we get here off the Bank Buster in our top deck. Nice. That's about right. That's about right. All right, well, good game, I guess, kind of. Emotional damage just took place on that last game. I hate how my wheel of my chair lines perfectly up with the desk's leg. Makes for a weird setup. All right, we're gonna keep this. It's good enough. You never like to say good enough. You want to say it's great, but you know, good enough works. By the way, I'm running these peaks for lands because they count as mountains and plains, which could be pretty relevant to Koth. I have alted Koth a few times with this build, so it has been a pretty relevant land for us to drop in the late game to get those extra points of damage. Because if you look here, you know, whenever a mountain enters the battlefield, you get that damage. I am going to go with the tap land here because I don't see us needing to use Destroy Evil on turn 2 here. So let's get the tap land out of the way. Nice. Just chilling right now, just waiting for the opponent. They are on Boros as well, though. All right, so we got a Destroy Evil target for sure here. And we bring down Koth, which will immediately take care of the 2/2. I don't want that lingering around too long. So not looking to alt Koth here, I don't think. We're just trying to get value off of getting those lands. Another Fable of the Mirror Breaker is annoying. I will say that much. It is annoying. Let's get another land here. I hate going for 2-for-1s here, man, but I really don't want this Fable to be out there much because it, you know, it's definitely a Reanimator deck. I would imagine the opponent is on. So let's just keep them off that extra treasure to get to the ramp spell faster and keep them off of being able to get things to the graveyard. I think that's going to be the way we beat them. So even if it's 2 for 1, we'll have to just deal with it. And partition. Okay, that's going to make my Koth a little more expensive. I can live with that though. I like bombardment here. I like bombardment, and then we just go burn down the house, like I said, and then just, you know, spam it over and over once it gets onto the bombardment. I don't love that they have things like this though, because it's any non-land permanent it can hit, so it can take out the bombardment at some point in the game, which would be a bummer. They're looking to reanimate something, I'm guessing with recharge. Well, actually, they're looking at my sort of situation as well. Okay, it's official. I'm annoyed. All right. Oh, that's frustrating. What do we do? I don't know. How do we want to beat them? I guess if they have farewell, Koth is a good choice because of its ability to just not be taken out by that. Dude, what is with this, dude? The algorithm is so strange. I haven't seen a farewell in over 2 weeks, it feels like. And I get them back to back like that. This time, though, feels okay. It wasn't absolutely soul crushing, so. All right, let's get another land here. I am going to wait to cast this mountain, though. Like I said before, it's kind of valuable to hang on to it. All right, let's get down the Phyrexian Vindicator. Let's force them to have some sort of removal on this. Again, they have exiling effects. It's not that hard for them to figure it out, I'm sure. I'm going to hang on to this mountain as a source of damage starting next turn. And they choose the big score, dropping a Mardu colored land to some black sources to go into the graveyard. That's a surprise, which means more removal potential for them, which is a bummer. And they did just draw 2 cards. Who knows? They might have gotten lucky off the top there. They are eyeing Koth like they want to do something about it. Sure enough, it's soul partition. Okay. Okay. I'd say I respect it, but I don't. I'm just a little triggered right now. Let's get the... I don't know, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Currently got 5 mountains down here, so I could go Koth, 5, another 5 here. Let's see what happens when we attack into the opponent. Nothing, huh? All right, they clearly have something against Koth, though, so let's just keep it going. Let's just keep it going. Clearly, they're not a fan. All right, I think we can win next game if they don't deal with the Koth or the Vindicator. If my board is intact next turn, we're gonna hopefully win this game. We have 5 damage on board, another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage that I can direct from Koth to the Vindicator to the face. So that's 11 total damage, and then burn down the house is another 3. That's perfect. That's 14. All right, I have lethal next turn, so just don't interfere, please. No wandering emperor nonsense. All right. All right, here we go. Wish me luck. Devils come in. All right, no wandering emperor, it feels like, so that's good. And that's game. GG's, let's go. I'm losing my voice. It's cracking, but you know what? Let's go. That's a big win. Big win against another big farewell. Yeah, sorry guys, I'm losing my voice. I took an allergy pill this morning, and I think it's just drying me out really hard right now, and recording a few, too many hours. I'm too tired. It's just a mix of a lot of things, but hopefully after this video, I go get a good night's sleep. We'll come back at it tomorrow, rejuvenated and feeling better. Opening hand looks good enough to keep, by the way. We got the Abrade early into some Rendering Flames. We love that. I don't love the Esper sleeves. Seeing way too many farewells today, so if we could just kind of abstain from that, that'd be great. All right, it's just gonna be some mono black Invoke Despair stuff. which is fine. I can live with that. Rendering Flame doesn't exile the target it hits. Some of these burn spells do, not the ones that we carry though. So I think we're just gonna go with the Bankbuster draw here. I don't necessarily feel like killing it with the Abrade because we can exile it with the Wandering Emperor instead for a much more efficient way to remove it so it doesn't keep coming back. They also play the Bankbuster, so we'll draw a card here. Vindicator. Okay, thank God, land. I was like, Vindicator means nothing if we don't get the land. All right, so we pass the turn here and we look to do the Wandering Emperor play. I would like to take out their Bankbuster, but it's not at my top priority at the moment. Absorbing some of this damage kind of is. We could be seeing like a Shieldred's Edict come down on the Wandering Emperor, which honestly, after a -2, I'm not that big a, you know, it's not that big a deal to me because you got to take out a 1 loyalty Wanderer. It's not a ton of value in that, so I wouldn't mind that.
Now you've done it.
And if they leave it alone, that's cool too because I can put a 1/1 counter on the Vindicator maybe next turn.
I am almost sad to see
All
you
right,
go.
it's a Shieldred. We have an answer for a Shieldred. Let's go. Bombardment. Wish I could have gotten a land here. That's such a bummer. Yeah, it's gonna have to be this. I don't like it. I don't love it. I actually kind of hate it, but so be it. All right, they crewed up for honestly no reason whatsoever. I'm gonna plus this. What if they drop down a creature that can crew Bankbuster? Yeah, they might be able to crew that Bankbuster again next turn for an attack. So I don't want to lose the Wandering Emperor and not get any value out of it. Let's get a 2/2 down. At least say we got something out of the exchange. Another underdog. Would really like to keep hitting these land drops though, man. Where are they at? Where are they at? Where are the lands? Oh, come on, man. You're killing me, Smalls. There is something to be said about maybe blowing up one of these. Now, here's the thing. I can get a land. I'm aware I can get a land here, which is cool. But then I go to 6. Well, I guess maybe that is the play. If I go to 6 loyalty, I mean, that holds up pretty heavy. Yeah, let's do it. Man, I'm actually thinking about my plays. I'm proud of myself. I don't typically do a whole lot of that around here. All right. So we'll leave back the blocks. No attacks because then this would just respawn itself from the graveyard for an attack to kill Koth. Let's just let the construct or the conscript hit the Koth, but make the block elsewhere. That was an unforeseen challenge we were facing, which means Koth is dead. I guess that's unfortunate. We tried. The other alternative route there would have been to have Koth blow up the conscript and have the 2/2 block, but then it still would have died. And they would have been left without a conscript, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the right answer there was, to be honest. All right, we're gonna go with Vindicator. Well, actually, I like Bombardment here. Well, what if they run out and invoke Despair though and blow it up? Oh, that would be so brutal. I mean, why wouldn't they have run it? Oh, they've only got 4 mana. What am I saying? Oh, this is so annoying. What do we do? I think it's Vindicator. No matter what happens here, an Invoke Despair is an absolute travesty. So let's just deal with it if it happens. No land. They definitely would have immediately dropped it, so that's good. So no Invoke Despair this turn. Are we gonna be able to pull this off? Let's just find out, man. Let's find out. They find the land, which means we definitely are eating an Invoke Despair next turn. That's unfortunate. Another Bankbuster too. Wow. Just finding the card advantage all day. All right, hopefully they attack into us because they don't know what's going on, but they do unfortunately know what's going on. Okay, Wandering Emperor, that's some stuff. That is some stuff. Saves our Vindicator potentially from an Invoke Despair because we can flash it in and create the 2/2. All right, we are gonna swing through for 5 here. And we have a couple options actually with that Wandering Emperor. I like it a lot. All right, so Wandering Emperor leaves us with 2 mana additional, so there's nothing else we can play here. So we might as well draw a card and see if we hit a land drop. If we hit a land drop, yeah, we get to play it this turn. So good thing we did that. End our turn. All right, let's see what the deal is. They never don't have it, so there it is. There it is. At least this will mitigate some of it, at least. Sack this. Sack that. Alright, we tried our best, guys, but I think Invoke Despair is just too solid of a card for us, unfortunately. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, maybe. Well, hold on. Hold on. Let's not get excited yet. Let's not get too excited. If we go here, that's 3, 6, 11 damage. 11 damage. Their board is swept up. Maybe. And then we crew. Actually, hold on. And then we crew. I didn't even think about the crew. Hold on. I think we got it. Go 3. Go 3. Oh my god, we have just enough. Ladies and gentlemen. Let's go! Holy cow! I cannot believe I almost missed that. I completely forgot about the crew. I counted all the damage up and forgot the crew. That was money. All right, we might have time for one more game here. Man, that last one though was a nail biter. Mono black, dude. Invoke Despair. They had it. They were ready to go. But man, we figured it out. I'm glad we did. Figured it out. Opening hand here is solid. It's pretty solid. I gotta turn on this fan. It's hot as heck in here. I think it was that last game. Esper. Okay, so another farewell deck maybe. What is the odds of this? Like, this matchmaker's not even like trying to hide it. That's the thing. I don't mind the matchmaker and all the algorithm stuff, but man, when you're just blatant and you don't even try to hide it. Nah, we've only seen a handful of Esper, but still, I haven't seen Esper until I touched this deck today, and it's just been a lot of Esper today, man. Like a ton. It's a Jace deck though. That's interesting. That's a shakeup. Are they gonna mill me or themselves? They mill me. Okay. Let's draw a card first. Doesn't really matter when we draw the card. It's the same odds of us drawing something good. Otherwise. All right, we're gonna flash in an Emperor here. Create some attackers for that Jace. If it's, obviously if it resolves, they could have counter magic. There's a lot of things that could have his Esper deck. So if they're trying to do the mill thing, I would imagine they've got answers, man, like counters and stuff. They're gonna try to keep us off of dealing damage to them as much as possible until the late game to hit those big mills. So not surprising. Let's get this down. Please resolve. Please resolve. Oh, let's go. Please don't kill it. Okay. You're really gonna put me on the spot like that, huh? Jace -2 is available, so I gotta kill this, unfortunately. Put me in a tough spot there. Plus this is card advantage. I think that was the right call. I think that was the right call. If they can tap out this turn, that would be great. No, of course not. All right. I was going to play the bombardment, but there's no shot I'm running a bombardment out into a counter spell. So just pass the turn. Wandering Emperor, Memory Deluge. It's going to be one of those two. You would think. Or that. Same sort of thing, right? Same idea. All right. We don't like this matchup. I'm going to be honest. We don't like it. It's tough. And they don't have... I would imagine they don't have a lot for bombardment. So that's really what it's going to come down to, man. Can we get the bombardment down and resolved? It's going to be really, really tough, but... I mean, plus on top of that, our hand, like, our hand is abysmal for this matchup. Like, this hand would be so good against, like, so many creature builds, but against control like this, no shot. Control, control, control. Invoke Despair. Sure, you can have that. Not that I can stop it anyways. That's a good answer to our bombardment, but they don't know we're running that yet. And they did just tap out, which opens the door for the bombardment. So I do love that. And we find a burn down the house. There's already one in the graveyard, actually. There's already one in the graveyard. So show. I like this. I like this idea a little bit. Just get rid of the treasure. That way we get the arcane bombardment going and we get the burn down the house underneath it. So that way it's just constant. And it's whenever we cast our first instant spell, it takes that spell from the graveyard and there's another farewell. I mean, what can you do, guys? I mean, there's nothing we can do against farewell. It's just the card is broken and it's just not, it's not the matchup for us. It really isn't. And somehow we find it 3 times today. So we do what we can. We did what we can, man. I love this deck, though. This deck is really cool. We built this deck and designed it around what we were seeing currently in the meta. Like, we were seeing a lot of mono red. We were seeing a lot of, you know, Selesnya aggro, even Selesnya enchants. We were seeing more aggressive builds all day today. And then, you know, it's just unfortunate that you put this together and immediately the meta all of a sudden shifts. I don't know how that works. But now it's all control and farewells and that's how it works. But I did actually prepare for that with the bombardment. Bombardment was kind of like my answer to control, those long drawn out games where we're fighting for card advantage and things like that. I felt like bombardment was going to be our savior. But I honestly didn't take into account the farewells. The farewells are just so broken. All right. Well, unfortunately, I think we all know how this game's going to end. So I am going to probably concede the moment they counter this. Yeah, there it is. Actually, we can auto pay that. Sure, let's just do that. Let's get these 3 in for an attack. But they're down to 14. How many cards in hand? A full grip of 7. So full grip of 7 cards, unlimited mana. Just the world's their oyster right now. So not to mention they run other sweepers like White Sun's Twilight as well. So gotta imagine that's going to be the win con of theirs. Yep, there it is. All right, GG's. Unfortunate. Just wasn't the matchup for us. But we had some really good games today. We definitely went, you know, positive on the ranking, so that's good. And I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Let's break it down. That's gonna do it for me today, guys. Thanks so much for watching today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this deck. Again, it was inspired by someone from the stream last week, so I want to give a huge shout out to the, you know, the Marty mob for hanging out and always giving me some great ideas. If you don't know, we have a great Discord community. We are also live every single Wednesday, so be sure to check out the live stream tonight. If you guys want, just hit that little notification bell. It'll notify you whenever we post a video. I apologize for my voice, guys. It's coming back, but it's still pretty bad. But Thanks so much for watching, guys. And again, huge shout out if you made it this far into the video, but especially a huge shout out goes to the Mardu Mob. If you guys don't know, the Mardu Mob is the membership program on this channel. So these people do help support this channel, you know, monetarily every month. So I want to give them a huge shout out and thank you for, you know, help supporting me and my goals and my dreams and making this channel what it is. So thank you so much if you're part of the Mardu Mob. I appreciate you very, very much. And I hope to see you guys tonight on the live stream. If not, we'll be back again here tomorrow for another banger. So I'll see you guys then. Till next time, peace out.
Hit him 3 times like a hat trick. Yeah. The name is Swayze, you know Patrick. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the mythic, yeah, that's magic. Yeah, MTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. With the upload, man, man, all of the time. Coming with the best decks, this is the meta. This ain't cheap, yeah.